Simone Collio will go in lane 1 for Italy. Consistent sprinter. Maybe carrying an injury. I thought he looked a little awkward in qualifying for the semi-final, but he's got into the final and goes in lane 1. Marc-Louis Francis, talk about resurgence and renaissance under the coaching of Linford Christie, indeed a European champion in this competition. Louis Francis has been rejuvenated. Dwayne Chambers has been on his own personal odyssey in the last few years, coming back after a drugs ban, winning the world indoor title in March in Doha, and breaking 10 seconds this season. And significantly, when Chambers ran that 9.99 to win the European Team Championships this year, he beat the man who's 2 places next to him, Christophe Lemaitre. Marshall Mbanjok, he cannot be discounted in the race for medals. Close to his personal best this season, looked very solid in the semi-finals. The Norwegian record holder, Jaisuma Saide Endure. Smooth runner, also down to be running the 200. That may be his best event, but who knows what he can do here. Christophe Lemaitre of France. At 20, he ran 9.98 earlier this month to smash his personal best. He lines up in this final, the fastest man in the field. The winner 4 years ago and still European record holder. The man who was born in Nigeria, made his home in Portugal. Francis Obiquelo. Italians have 2 men in this final, and this has been his best season so far. Emanuele Di Gregorio, fine starter, been very effective for Italy on indoor competition. And Di Gregorio, if he gets a good start, he could certainly be up there. This 100-meter final. Lemaitre of France goes in lane 6. And Chambers will be in 3. Away they go, and let's see who rises fast. Chambers going well, and Collio's pulled out, and Chambers is going over. Here comes Lemaitre. Lemaitre, the Frenchman's going to take this. Oh, yes! Christophe Lemaitre made up so much ground. Dwayne Chambers dominated the early stages, but then Lemaitre showed why he is the fastest European this year. What a run from the young Frenchman. Drama on the finish line also for the other medals. Very tight on that line, but Lemaitre took the title. And did Dwayne Chambers even get a medal? That was so tight. Christophe Lemaitre, he doesn't have the best of starts. But when he gets into his stride, he is something else. The French came here with a strong team, but there were some stories going around about Lemaitre having injury problems. Maybe he was suffering from a groin injury. I don't think those injury problems were really part of reality. Dwayne Chambers, a rueful look on his face, and he has to wait to see if he actually came away with a medal. I think it was a pretty fair line of reasoning to think that Dwayne Chambers, with his experience, would be the favourite, but no, didn't turn out that way. Well, we wait to find out the result of the minor medals. There's no doubt about it. Christophe Lemaitre has taken the European 100-metre title. And will it be a double coming up? Well, let's look back at this race. And a little twitch from perhaps Dunduri at the start, but they're away cleanly. Obiquela going well, but he doesn't hold it. And Lemaitre comes. And he's got Chambers at this point. But just watch on that far side. In fact, that angle doesn't quite show us what's happening in the lanes 2 and 3. But maybe Marc-Louis Francis and Mbanjok were getting among the medals. He finishes like a train. He's got such a cultish physique, and I think even though he's just 20, still growing in theory, he's always going to be that kind of slimline frame rather than a powerhouse. But ooh, that's interesting from that angle. If we just turn away from Lemaitre, that could be Marc-Louis Francis getting silver and Mbanjok getting the bronze. Chambers has a good start and he has a good race, but just watch the far side. It's lane 2, and on that dip on the far side, maybe Marc-Louis Francis has got the silver, and that would be an incredible story. Louis Francis' career looked over, and that's the key, is the torso across the line first. And from that, well, I wonder whether we should be talking about dead heats for some of the minor medals. An expression understood, I think, in just about any language. Bravo. And Lemaitre, a newly minted star. Now, just thinking back to that photo, the photo finish, I'm wondering, because we're still waiting for the times to come up, I'm wondering whether we are going to have some equal places for second and third. It looked so tight. Dwayne Chambers already in demand, relating how it went for him. Don't think Chambers did really anything wrong, just Lemaitre was so good. In the background, Simone Collio, those injury problems telling on him. He failed to finish. But the sprinters know. Even though we're talking about fractions of a second, the sprinters know when they're beaten.
Thank you so much and congratulations. Pues nos ha comentado que no se esperaba un resultado como este y que ha sido maravilloso encontrarse un resultado y un ambiente como el que ha encontrado en este estadio olímpico.
A moment of fame has come, and this was Christophe Lemaitre's 10 seconds or so of fame. We're just awaiting the confirmation of his winning time in the final. And if he does decide to run the 200 meters, and I'm pretty sure he will, we'll see that Lemaitre doesn't like running bends. He's not happy on the curve. His strength is in the straight. And that's an aspect of his technique which I'm sure his coach will work on as his career continues. So at that point, he's into his stride and he's away. And that's not the greatest of views to judge who's second and third. But here we are. Obiquelo has a pretty good race for someone who said he was retiring last year and going to be racing for fun. But he's lost his European title. Lemaitre coming through, and he's so strong there, just eating up the ground. He dips well as well. It's a copybook dip. The arms go out the chest across the line, and he's in holiday mood, but I'm sure he doesn't need reminding that he has more work to be done. The 200 metres and then the relay for France as well. They have hopes of gold in all of those. And there's the results come up. Lemaitre 10.11, but Luis Francis has got the silver medal. What a story that is. And then Banjok takes the silver. Dwayne Chambers only 5th place, but look at those times. 4 men given the same time of 10.18.